CNN host Casey Hunt, who, by the way, used to work for MSNBC, kicked a Trump spokesperson off the air after the spokesperson completely humiliated her on her own show. Mark my words, this is a preview of the shenanigans that CNN is preparing to deploy at the first presidential debate this Thursday night. Don't forget, CNN announced that it would be muting the candidates' microphones for the upcoming debate, and today they appeared to test it out by kicking a Trump spokesperson off the air. Take a look.
Take someone 5 minutes to Google Jake Tapper, Donald Trump, to see that Jake Tapper has consistently
stop this interview if you're going to keep
President
attacking
Trump
my colleagues.
Adolf Hitler.
Ma'am, I'm going to stop this interview if you continue
stating,
to attack my colleagues. I would like to talk about Joe Biden and Donald Trump, who you work for.
Yes.
If you are here to speak on his behalf, I am willing to have this conversation.
I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay.
Now,
I'm sorry, guys. We're going to come back out to the panel. Caroline, thank you very much for your time. You are welcome to come back at any point. She is welcome to come back and speak about Donald Trump, and Donald Trump will have equal time to Joe Biden when they both join us now at later this week in Atlanta for this debate.
Folks, I thought the point of journalism was to get diverse viewpoints on the air. I thought the point of inviting a guest on your program was to hear what they have to say. But in case there was ever any doubt, this just proves that CNN is more interested in holding onto its narrative rather than listening to alternative voices. So here's how everything went down. Trump campaign spokesperson Karoline Leavitt was invited to Casey Hunt's CNN show to talk about the upcoming debate. Now, keep in mind that CNN's Jake Tapper is one of the co-moderators of the debate. So here's just the tip of the iceberg of the things that Jake Tapper has said about Donald Trump.
The dehumanizing rhetoric of Adolf Hitler is once again alive and well on a national political stage. This time, of course, in the United States. Donald Trump, a couple times over the weekend, referred to immigrants from South America, Africa, and Asia. He did not mention Europe. South America, Africa, and Asia as, quote, poisoning the blood of our country, which it's not hyperbole. That does very directly echo Adolf Hitler's language before World War II. To open up a copy of Hitler's Mein Kampf, you would find the Nazi leader describing the mixing of non-Germans with Germans as poisoning. There's really no other way to say it. Donald Trump's language mirrors this directly.
I mean, come on, Jake Tapper has literally compared Trump to Hitler who knows how many times, but hey, no big deal, right? The debate is totally gonna be fair. And that's exactly what Leavitt was trying to talk about on Hunt's show. Remember, this was a segment about the debate. It's not like Leavitt was trying to change the topic or deflect from the questions. Rather, one of the concerns that is very real is that it's going to be 3 against 1, the moderators and Biden against Trump, and that's what Leavitt was talking about. But instead of acknowledging that concern, Hunt claimed that the Trump campaign is only concerned because they're losing.
Themselves as professionals, as they have covered campaigns and interviewed candidates from all sides of the aisle. I'll also say that if you talk to analysts of debates previous, that if you're attacking the moderators, you're usually losing. So I really want to focus in on what these two men are going to do and say when they stand on the stage. Now,
excuse me, Ms. Hunt, but assuming that all of the polling is accurate, Trump should sweep the swing states and then some. Perhaps you should watch your own network's poll coverage.
I keep looking for this to change, to go back to a historical norm, and it simply put has not yet. So this is the margin, or Biden and Trump among black voters, compare where we were at this point in 2020, compare where we are now. You know, at this point, look at this. In 2020, Joe Biden was getting 86% of the African-American vote. Look at where it is now. It's 70%. That's a 16-point drop, John. And more than that, it's not just that Joe Biden is losing ground, it's that Donald Trump is gaining ground. You go from 7%, single digits at this point in 2020, to now 21%. And again, John, I keep looking for signs that this is going to go back to normal, and I don't see it yet in the polling. If anything, right now we're careening towards a historic performance for a Republican presidential candidate, the likes of which we have not seen in 6 decades.
So no, Ms. Hunt, the Trump campaign isn't warning about Jake Tapper because they're losing and desperate. They're warning about Jake Tapper because it's clear that a 3 against 1 cage fight is coming for Trump this Thursday. Then Ms. Hunt appeared to suggest that Trump is setting the bar low for himself.
Now, we have a little bit of what Donald Trump, your boss, has said in trying to set expectations for this debate. I want to play a series of his comments, and then we'll talk about it. Watch.
Well, maybe I'm better off losing the debate. I'll make sure he says I'll lose the debate on purpose. Maybe I'll do something like that. I assume he's going to be
somebody that will be a worthy debater.
Should I be tough and nasty and just say you're the worst president in history? Or should I be nice and calm and let him speak?
Obviously, Trump was just joking. Now, don't forget that Trump crushed Hillary Clinton in the second debate in 2016 after the Access Hollywood tape came out. If he could survive that, I really doubt he's afraid at all of Joe Biden. Don't forget, if there's one thing Trump is great at, it's branding and marketing. He knows that you always want to underpromise and overdeliver, and that's exactly what he was doing. But Ms. Hunt attempted to trap Trump's spokesperson into talking about Joe Biden's cognitive decline.
So he's basically saying there, well, will I let Joe Biden win? It does seem as though many Republicans have set the bar very low in terms of arguing that Joe Biden is basically senile. Now you have people like Doug Burgum coming out and saying, well, President Biden's very accomplished, trying to set expectations in a different place. What do you expect from Joe Biden?
So remember the context here. Trump's spokesperson was trying to warn the audience about Jake Tapper. Kasie Hunt got upset and implied that the Trump campaign is only talking about Tapper because they're losing and desperate. So Hunt then tried to deflect and talk about Joe Biden's health. But that was a trap. Why? Because here's what's realistically going to happen. I hate to say it, but Joe Biden will likely come out just fine on Thursday. They're going to jack him up on caffeine or some sort of cocktail of drugs to make him as rabid as he was during the State of the Union. But there's an issue. Even if Biden does have his senile brain exposed on live TV, there are still going to be 2 CNN hosts there to cover up for him. And that's exactly the point that Trump's spokesperson was trying to make.
Well, first of all, it takes someone 5 minutes to Google Jake Tapper, Donald Trump, to see that Jake Tapper has consistently, frequently likened President Trump to Adolf Hitler.
Ma'am, I'm going to stop this interview if you continue to attack my colleagues. I would like to talk about Joe Biden and Donald Trump, who you work for.
Yes.
If you are here to speak on his behalf, I am willing to have this conversation.
Ms. Hunt, how is it attacking your colleagues by just stating facts? Also, by your own logic, were you not just attacking Miss Levitt's colleague by attacking President Trump? So, do you want to know how biased Jake Tapper is? In case comparing Trump to Hitler wasn't enough, Tapper once ordered his control room to cut away from Trump at a Cuban restaurant because the entire restaurant started singing happy birthday to him. Take a look.
Serious national security laws and then obstructing and refusing to cooperate with the FBI.
Whatever this spectacle is that's unfolding before us, let's remember what this case is about. Let's remember what this indictment charges. Again, Donald Trump is charged with a series of federal felonies for mishandling the most sensitive government documents that we have, and for obstruction of justice, along with Walt Nauta.
The folks in the control room, I don't need to see any more of that. He's trying to turn this in. He's trying to turn it into a spectacle, into a campaign ad. That's enough of that. We've seen it already.
Does that sort of history and judgment call give you confidence that Jake Tapper will be a fair debate moderator? Or what about election night in 2020? Does this make Jake Tapper sound reasonable?
But now the Trump presidency is coming to an end. To an end. With so many squandered opportunities and ruined potential, but also an era of just plain meanness. It must be said, to paraphrase President Ford, for tens of millions of our fellow Americans, their long national nightmare is over.
Oh, and don't forget about the time Jake Tapper attempted to spread insane conspiracy theories about Brett Kavanaugh.
I want to ask you about your client's sworn declaration. She details a horrific assault, saying, quote, in approximately 1982, I became the victim of one of these gang or train rapes where Mark Judge and Brett Kavanaugh were present. Now, she didn't specifically say that Kavanaugh was one of the attackers. Is your client claiming that Kavanaugh raped her?
I don't know about you, but that doesn't strike me as the type of person, the type of temperament I trust to fairly host a presidential debate. And not just host, Tapper will be able to mute President Trump's microphone whenever he wants. And that's exactly the point Levitt was trying to make. And ironically, she got her own microphone cut for saying it.
I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay,
now, as
I'm
for
sorry,
this
guys.
debate,
We're going to come back out to the panel. Caroline, thank you very much for your time. You are welcome to come back at any point. She is welcome to come back and speak about Donald Trump, and Donald Trump will have equal time to Joe Biden when they both join us now at later this week in Atlanta for this debate. Our thanks to Caroline.
So here's my analysis on the whole incident. This is just a preview of what's to come this Thursday night. Now, I predict that President Trump will have something up his sleeve. He knows he's walking into the lion's den, but he's not afraid. This is a man who, within the last 8 weeks, has held rallies in New Jersey, the Bronx, Detroit, and Philadelphia. If you look at how disciplined and on message Trump has been this entire campaign, it's clear that he's going to have total control Thursday night. That I'm not worried about. But as always, that is just my analysis, and I would love to hear yours in the comments below. Do you think Kasie Hunt was right to kick Trump's spokesperson off the show? Or is this CNN just again showing their true fake news colors? If you haven't already, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. I know it's a simple thing to ask, but it really does help me in the algorithm to reach more viewers like you. Be sure to smash that subscribe button and to check out one of these videos.